Now the next thing is, in the case of the unsaturated fatty acid, you have to see how many times the double bonds are present. If only one double bond is there, you will call it as monoenoic. If two double bonds are there, dienoic, trienoic, tetraenoic, accordingly it goes on like this. So by calling it as monoenoic, we try to impart the information that the fatty acid is unsaturated and it has only one double bond there. Remember, the more the number of double bond, more unsaturation and more liquidity. That means it will be lower in its melting point. And in 10th class, if you remember, you have done the topic of hydrogenation. That means fatty acids, if they are unsaturated, they are lacking in the number of hydrogen, or they have double bonds in their structure. So if you add hydrogen into it, it will undergo from unsaturated form into saturated form. This is called as hydrogenation. The exactly same thing we do with Vanaspati ghee also. You all know plant fats are oily in nature, or they are liquid in nature. If the hydrogen is made to pass through it, what will happen? It will solidify. Why solidify? Because hydrogen is added. Double bonds have changed now into single bonds, so it has become saturated. That's why it becomes solid. So dalda ghee, vanaspati ghee, they all are solid at room temperature or quite semi-solid at room temperature. Reason is obvious, that they have been changed in industry from unsaturated to saturated form. Now the next thing is, just remember, the smallest one is butyric acid, which is found in the butter carries the fatty acid which is called as butyric acid. 4 carbons are supposed to be there. So it will start now it will start with CH3, then CH2, then CH2, and finally COOH. The smallest fatty acid is butyric acid. Now I have written the formula already: CH3, CH2, CH2, COH. Now remember, the saturated fatty acids have higher melting point. Reason is because they have these single bonds. And in the case of unsaturated fatty acid, they are liquid even in the winter. And then please remember that there is nothing like essential fats, saturated fats or unsaturated. But in the case of the unsaturated fatty acid, 2 types of fatty acids are there: essential and non-essential. So they are called as essential fatty acids. You know, if you have seen the advertisements of Safola oil, etc., they always talk about PUFA and MUFA. So that is mono unsaturated fatty acid, MUFA, or PUFA, poly unsaturated fatty acid. So fatty acids can be of 2 types: essential fatty acids or non-essential fatty acids. Now remember, only the plant oils are essential and non-essential. Animal fats are saturated fats, and they don't have such category of essential and non-essential. Now what is essential and non-essential? Just try to remember, very easy thing. What is non-essential? Something which the human body or animal body is able to synthesize, so that it need not to be present daily in your diet. So that means you can skip that fatty acid in your daily diet and no problem, no symptoms, no disease will be there in your body. Such type of fatty acids which need not to be compulsorily present in your daily diet are called as non-essential fatty acids. But those fatty acids which human body is not able to synthesize, so they are important, but your body cannot prepare them. So they are supposed to be present essentially in your diet daily, and they are called as essential fatty acids. So I have given the example of the non-essential, oleic acid. Oleic acid formula is 1834O2. You can easily see. When you say 1832, you can make out 2 hydrogens are less. That means it carries how many double bonds? 1 double bond, because it should be otherwise 1836 NO2. So because there is 34 mentioned here, so it is a monoenoic type of fatty acids. Now you can see the essential fatty acids are linoleic acid, linolenic acid, arachidonic acid. Now formula I have mentioned, C1832O2. So 18 and 36 should have been here. So there are 4 hydrogens less. 4 hydrogen means 2 high double bonds are there. So it is a dienoic type of fatty acid. Linolenic has 1830 O2. That means now there are 8 hydrogens are missing. 8 means there will be 4. So in this case 4 will be there. And then arachidonic acid. So these are all easy, you can remember. Now the next one is MUFA, PUFA. I have already explained. Remember, the unsaturated fatty acid will form a zigzag chain, and this one will form a straight chain. Examples of the saturated fatty acids are palmitic acid, mentioned in the NCERT book. Palmitic acid has C16H32O2 formula, and remember there is only single bonds here. Stearic acid has C18H36O2. Again, there will be a straight chain because there is no double bonds here. And arachidic acid has C20H40O2 formula. So remember, these all are animal fats and these are the plant fats. I hope this much is clear to you. So this brings us to the next topic, and that is the types of the lipids.